Hey, it's Wild Josh from Geek-Cetera, and I'm here to talk to you about The Mandalorian Season 1, Episode 6, The Prisoner. I'm going to talk about some things I liked, some things I didn't like, and maybe some theories. Let's get into it.
We're going to talk about geeky things.
Woohoo! All right. Now, guess how I'm going to start. I love this episode. Of course, I like them all, but this actually might be my favorite one to date. We got a lot of action in it, and I've always been a fan of the bounty hunter and the criminal underworld of the Star Wars universe. I thought that Maz Eisley in Episode 4 was my favorite scene, and then Jabba's palace and Return of the Jedi was my favorite scene, and where all the cool stuff was taking place. And then in Last Jedi, I even like Canto Bight. I just like that kind of gritty feel of how, not everything's Jedi and Sith. There's some pretty seedy criminal elements to the world, the galaxy. So I love that there was this group of mercenaries, criminals, whatever you want to call them, and just the way they were made up. I mean, a Twi'lek assassin, an ex-Imperial sharpshooter, a Devorian thug, and a droid. I mean, that is just great. That's great Star Wars stuff. And I loved all the cameos that were in it. I mean, the Devorian, I think his name was like Berg, something like that. That was Clancy Brown, obviously. If you know who Clancy Brown is, he was probably notable for being one of the guards in Shawshank Redemption, but also being the voice of Mr. Krabs, which I love that character. He's awesome. I like Clancy Brown and everything he's in. And then on the prison ship, when you see Matt Lanter as the New Republic trooper, and that was cool too. I actually did not catch it at first. I had to kind of like go back and look, and I was like, oh man, that was Matt Lanter. He was awesome. That was so cool. And if you don't know Matt Lanter, he's been in other things now, like the Timeless TV show, but he was the voice of Anakin in the Clone Wars series. So that was awesome. And and just how in all the episodes so far, maybe besides the first one, but even the first one, we see some vulnerability of the Mandalorian, where he's not necessarily all that tough. Sometimes he gets his butt kicked, but in this, he was awesome. I mean, when they turned on him and locked him in that cell, he just became like, he clicked into like a second gear where he was like super determined that, okay, I'm not gonna get stuck here. And I just thought it was an awesome turn of events that he got them all and trapped and locked them all in a cell. I was saying as we were watching it, I was like, is he killing them? It just didn't seem like the Mandalorian, his way anyways, maybe not necessarily the Mandalorians, because Mandalorians were ruthless warriors, but his way wasn't just to kill these people. He didn't want to even kill the Republic trooper, the New Republic trooper. He wanted to try to negotiate with them. But I love that he locked them all in the cell and they're all stuck there now. That was pretty awesome. And I kind of knew, I mean, it seems like anyone he teams up with, maybe besides Episode 4, where he teamed up with Cara Dune. But everyone else that he's teamed up with has kind of turned their back on him and stuff. So I guess IG-11 didn't really turn his back, but kind of did when he tried to kill the child. So anyways, I was kind of expecting it, especially when there was a scene where he was fighting droids, and Bill Burr's character, which was Mayfeld, the Imperial sharpshooter, he kind of like pulls the rest of them back, like, hey, don't get, like, I was wondering if he was thinking, well, maybe he'll just get offed right there, and then they won't have to worry about throwing him in a cage at the end or doing something to leave him behind. But yeah, that was awesome. That was pretty cool. Now, again, there was some things I was like, I don't really know. And I know that this had to happen this way just for the plot. But he was able to get the droid's arm and then use its, I don't know what they call that thing, to connect into the system and open his gate to get out of his cage or his cell. Why in the world would one of those things, a terminal or whatever, be on the inside of a cell? That's where the prisoners are kept. Like, you would never give them any opportunity to escape. It'd be like a prison cell having the key lock on the inside. Why would you do that? You wouldn't do that ever. So that was definitely like, we need a way for him to escape this cell. So let's put that he can hack it from inside the cell, that just didn't make any sense. But for having a 30-minute show, you don't want to make his escape that long. So the easy way out, just make it so he can hack the cage door from inside the cell, even though it makes absolutely no sense. But you know, it's going to happen in every episode that they do things just for it being easy for the story and the plot. But then I loved how he got out, and when he went back to that space station and he left the device with the guy, the Twi'lek that they rescued, so that the Dave Filoni would come, which was awesome. The cameo of Dave Filoni, Deborah Chow, and Rick, I cannot say his last name, who are all directors of The Mandalorian. If you didn't know that, all those X-Wing pilots that came at the end, they all were directors of episodes of The Mandalorian. Dave Filoni obviously being the most recognizable, but Deborah Chow, who's actually going to be doing the Obi-Wan series, was another pilot there. That was awesome, and it was pretty funny. And then just start taking out that space station. Also, did you notice that the ship that they were going to scramble to go after the Mandalorian, it looked very similar to Cad Bane's ship from the Clone Wars series? I don't think it was, but it looked similar. So similar kind of style or series ship. I was wondering, like, are they going to set Cad Bane after him? That would have been cool, but I think it was red, and I believe Cad Bane's ship was a gray or greenish, so probably just the same series of ship or something like that. But anyways, that is about it, I think. I don't really have any additional theories from that episode, because there wasn't really a whole lot to theorize about. Will we see those characters again that he locked away? Possibly. Now they're going to have even more reason for revenge, even though they already didn't really like him that much. But we'll have to wait and see. So that's all I have. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments below. Did you like it? Didn't you? Do you have any theories on it? And also, if you like this video, be sure to throw a like on it. And we'd love it if you'd subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our future content. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.